What's happening, everybody? Peace and blessings. Her top, namaste. Everything good. It is Master Musa the Pharaoh, and I want to speak about something that I know that everybody's raging on and speaking about, and have all these ideas about. Um, and that's chemtrails. You know, the little planes in the sky that supposedly put things in the sky, gas, and supposedly to them, I think they say it's for weather control, which I do believe is possibly true. I do think they control the weather, or cloud seeding they call it, and things in that magnitude. So let's get into this. First, before I get into this, I want to make it clear that I am not in any way, shape, or form any type of scientist. I'm not necessarily saying what I'm not necessarily saying what things I'm saying is fact. It's just to me, I believe that it's factual. So it's still my opinion. It's just I believe that what I'm about to be saying is logical enough to be it makes sense enough for it to be the actual reasons. Now, we do know for a fact that chemtrails is like poisonous. Supposedly, it's a poisonous thing. And they also spray some of these things onto the plants. The company Monosado. I don't know how to pronounce it. Mosado. I don't know how to pronounce it. But these are companies that company kind of sprays down, chemicals on plants and all these other things. And I think they say it's safe. I never did a full research on it, but it's just something that I meant to do this video for a long time. So first, I want to just start by saying I gave the disclaimer, so now I want to start by saying about the actual chemicals. There's chemicals in the air, and our human body is very powerful. We are designed to be able to like adapt, to just say it how it is, and that in its own self it speaks about our power and capabilities. So basically, um I think that like if it don't matter what is going on, like if it's that toxic, you know compared to a lot of other places, the chemicals in the air is not as toxic as a lot of other places. Some people have to wear a mask. So if you balance your diet, if you drink a lot of water, one, if you exercise, two, if you fast, which is what something a lot of people don't do, or if you just have and preserve diets that do not deal with those type of chemicals and more organic diets, then you should be able to adapt and stay fine. If you consume ginger every day, your immune system will be subnatural, subnatural. I said the wrong word, but like your immune system will be very powerful. Ginger is like a very not a secret, but it's a very powerful superfood. Let's put it that way. It's capable of a lot when it comes to like boosting the immune system. It's not like garlic. That garlic is supposedly a little bit they say it's poisonous because it probably destroys just as much as it helps. So um ginger, like your body actually works with ginger, I think the best. So consume ginger as much as you can. Ginger tea, like every day, without like forcing it down your throat. Just like consume a lot of ginger. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into what I believe because I want to make this video probably no longer than 5 minutes, not that long. Basically, I personally believe that it's not what it seems. I personally do believe that basically it is poisonous to us, but it's not unless you're like really eating it or directly poisonous. A lot of stuff that be in foods and a lot of stuff that be like preservatives are actually rat poison, and like the stuff they spray on crops, just as much as it's poisonous to us because we are connected and we are we are nature just as much as we're connected to it. It destroys other things that's biological, that's connected to nature that you do not want on your food that can bring other hazards. Now, before I get into that, I want to make something very clear that we think as humans, we're kind of caught up in our imagination, this dream, where we think that we're above nature and that we're just fine with ourselves and we are just the center of the universe and all that. The reality about us is that we are on the top of the food chain, yes, but we are still evolving and we are amongst things evolving. So there's type of actions that will be taken to kind of keep us in that framework. And things like that. Like we are special, but we are not that special. Like we are amongst things that will eat any meat you put in front of it. Pigs will eat any meat you put in front of it. Like so, you gotta keep in mind that we are meat, and even though we attack ourselves, even some people prey on humans that are human. We are still human. We are still basically just human, and we are still just like in the top of the food chain. But we are not the only ones that eat. Like we eat and etc. etc. But more importantly, I live in New York, right? And the rodent level is high. I'm pretty sure that the real secret purpose of chemtrails, that they don't really speak about, or maybe they do and I just didn't hear it, is for rodents, man. Like I do think it's just for the sake of like rodents and things like that. Basically, things that's destructive to us, or things that's destructive to what we eat. I think it's to basically keep their population levels down, and things like that. Like because if like they're more attuned to the earth, they're more like a little bit more sensitive to us. We are more biological. We are more like intelligent, so it won't hurt us as much, or it would take a longer time to hurt us. So basically, I believe that that's really the main reason why that's going on, and the main reason why that is why that basically takes place. Okay, so that's that. That's all I wanted to say. We could look more into that. That's that. Peace. I'm